maintenant, grâce à une découverte qui s'est faite l'été dernier par un biologiste Brian Ford, on a retrouvé des spécimens originaux de Van Leeuwenhoek. Bien, je vous propose de voir maintenant l'interview de ce professeur Brian Ford, qui vous expliquera lui-même comment il a fait cette découverte. C'est une interview exclusive.
When earlier commentators have examined the writings of Leeuwenhoek, they have been handicapped in one very important respect. They have almost always used the microfilm copies from the letters and not looked at the original letters. And I knew that Leeuwenhoek would not be the kind of man who would simply send to London letters. He wanted to show how good he was. He must have sent some specimens. In fact, people have said to me in the past, did you think you might find something on the letters? And my private idea was that he might one day have just taken some hairs from his beard and fixed them to a corner of the letter and sent them over as an example of the kind of thing he was looking at. I did not expect that there would ever be such fine sections as the ones that I did find. The first specimens that I found were against one of the earliest letters he ever wrote to London. There were 4 packets, and 2 of them, in fact, turned out to be fine sections. One was sections of cork, in which Robert Hooke had earlier discovered cells for the first time, and the other was a section taken from the pith of an elder stem. And what excited me very much was that these were not, as many people have said, just crude chunks cut with a knife to help Leeuwenhoek fit them onto his microscope. They were fine sections. They were exceptionally fine sections. In fact, I must admit they are sections as good as you would expect to find cut in a laboratory today. But I can tell you, when I first saw them, there was one of the fellows in the library working at the same time. And he said to me, "What is it? Have you found something?" And I said, "Yes, there are some specimens. But I don't want anybody to look at them until we have some instruments. I don't want them to be contaminated or handled." This was Professor Allibone, one of the senior fellows of the Royal Society. And he took my arm and he said, "My dear chap, first come with me and we'll have a cup of tea." So after the English cup of tea, I went back and looked at the specimens and announced to the staff of the Royal Society that here, after more than 3 centuries, we had in front of us the original materials that Leeuwenhoek had prepared.
C'est lui, le génial inventeur Anthony van Leeuwenhoek, drapier et savant amateur du XVIIe siècle à Delft en Hollande.